November 21, 2019. Los Angeles. A date that would forever change how the world thinks about pickup trucks. On that night, a vehicle rolled onto the stage that looked like it came from a science fiction movie. Because, in a way, it did. Sharp angles, stainless steel armor, bulletproof windows that, well, we'll get to that. This is the story of the most controversial, most anticipated, and most unconventional vehicle Tesla ever built. This is the Cybertruck. At its core, the Cybertruck is an all-electric, battery-powered pickup truck. But that's like saying the pyramids are just a pile of rocks. It's a full-size truck with seating for 6 adults, a 6-foot cargo bed, and enough power to embarrass supercars. But its body? That's where the story gets interesting. It's wrapped in ultra-hard, cold-rolled stainless steel, the same alloy used on SpaceX rockets. No paint, no curves, no compromises. For nearly a century, pickup trucks have looked the same. Curved fenders, chrome grills, predictable proportions. They evolved slowly because that's what the market wanted. But Elon Musk had a different idea. Why doesn't the future look like the future? His son asked him one day. That question became the mission statement. The Cybertruck wasn't designed by focus groups or market research. It was designed to make a statement. Whether you loved it or hated it, you couldn't ignore it. From its impossible birth to its infamous unveiling, from its engineering breakthroughs to its endless delays, from its supercar performance to its controversial design. This is the complete story of Tesla's Cybertruck, the vehicle that asked the question, what if we just started over? The story of the Cybertruck begins not in a boardroom, but in a simple moment between a father and his son. Elon Musk's son, Saxon, looked at the cars around him and asked a question that would echo through Tesla's design studio. Why doesn't the future look like the future? It was 2017, and Musk realized his son was right. Everything on the road looked backwards, not forwards. It was time to change that. Franz von Holzhausen and his team began traditionally enough. They studied the competition, the Ford F-150, the Chevy Silverado. They even parked a Silverado in the middle of the design studio as a benchmark. Early sketches were evolutionary, trucks that looked like trucks, just electric. But Musk kept pushing. Too soft, he said. Too boring. The team needed to think differently. They looked to video games like Halo, movies like Blade Runner, and the angular stealth fighters that cut through radar. The turning point came when Musk looked at what SpaceX was doing. His rocket company was building Starship out of stainless steel, a material that was strong, durable, and surprisingly inexpensive. What if the Cybertruck used the same material? But stainless steel is hard to work with. It doesn't bend into graceful curves like traditional automotive steel. It wants to be folded, creased, and shaped into angles. That limitation became the design language. The Cybertruck would be made of straight lines because the material demanded it. What do you call a truck that looks like it came from a cyberpunk future? In November 2019, Tesla filed a trademark for something unusual, Cybertruck, all consonants, no vowels. It was perfect. The Cybertruck wasn't just a vehicle. It was a concept, a statement, a piece of science fiction made real. The name stuck, vowels or not. November 24, 2019, the Tesla Design Center in Hawthorne, California. If the date seems familiar to science fiction fans, that's no coincidence. November 2019 was the exact month and year depicted in the movie Blade Runner, Ridley Scott's vision of a dystopian future. Musk chose this date deliberately, and then it appeared. Driving through flames, cutting through smoke, the Cybertruck emerged. It was unlike anything anyone had ever seen. The crowd didn't know whether to cheer or laugh. Some did both. It looked like a doorstop. It looked like a stealth fighter. It looked like the future. Then came the numbers, and they were staggering. A tri-motor beast with a 0 to 60 time of 2.9 seconds. That's supercar territory in a 6,000-pound truck. But Tesla didn't just tell us the Cybertruck was tough, they showed us. Chief designer Franz von Holzhausen walked on stage with a sledgehammer and swung it as hard as he could into the door. In any normal car, that would mean disaster. But the Cybertruck didn't even dent. The crowd went wild. This wasn't just a vehicle, it was an exoskeleton. And then, the moment that broke the internet. "We'll show you the armor glass," Musk said. Franz wound up and threw a metal ball at the window. It shattered. The crowd gasped. Musk's face was priceless. "Maybe that was a little too hard," he joked. "We'll fix it in post." In that moment, the Cybertruck became legendary, not just for its design, but for its perfectly human, perfectly unforgettable failure. Within just 1.5 days, 146,000 people had placed deposits. Within a week, that number hit 250,000. The Cybertruck wasn't just a vehicle, it was a phenomenon. But then came the wait. The Cybertruck was supposed to enter production in 2021, then 2022, then 2023. Each delay brought more headlines, more doubters, more questions. What was taking so long? The answer: building something truly new is really hard. Tesla wasn't just making a new truck. They were inventing new ways to build trucks. The biggest challenge? That beautiful, brutalist stainless steel body. Traditional car panels are about 0.7 millimeters thick. Cybertrucks are 3 millimeters, 4 times thicker. They can't be stamped like normal cars. They have to be folded like origami. And when you fold thick steel, getting the angles perfect is incredibly difficult. Under the skin, the Cybertruck hides another revolution. Every car for decades has used a 12-volt system. The Cybertruck jumps to 48 volts, allowing higher power with thinner wires. This powers innovations like the steer-by-wire system, where there's no mechanical connection between the steering wheel and the wheels. The wheel sends electronic signals, computers do the rest. And then there's the steering. At low speeds, the rear wheels turn opposite the front, giving this massive vehicle a turning circle smaller than many sedans. Powering all of this are Tesla's new 4680 battery cells, larger, more powerful, and more efficient than anything before. They're arranged in a structural pack that actually becomes part of the truck's frame. This saves weight and increases rigidity. It's nearly twice as efficient as the Hummer EV. In late 2023, the Cybertruck finally arrived, and with it came the Cyberbeast, the tri-motor monster that made good on every promise. 845 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, the quarter mile in 11 seconds at 119 miles per hour. To prove the point, Tesla showed the Cyberbeast drag racing a Porsche 911 while towing another Porsche 911 behind it. It won. Physics was taking notes. But performance is only half the story. The Cybertruck is designed to work. The bed, called the vault, is fully lockable with an electric rolling cover. And thanks to its onboard power outlets, it can run power tools on a job site, charge another electric vehicle, or even power your house during a blackout. Inside, it's pure Tesla minimalism. A yoke steering wheel, love it or hate it. An 18.5-inch touchscreen controls almost everything. The glass roof makes the cabin feel even larger than it is. And with no engine tunnel, there's room for 3 adults in the front and 3 in the back. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. The Cybertruck you can buy today isn't the $39,900 truck promised in 2019. Inflation and complexity pushed prices higher. But look at what you get: supercar acceleration, bullet-resistant body, and enough technology to make a smartphone jealous. Few vehicles in history have divided opinion like the Cybertruck. To its fans, it's a masterpiece, a bold reimagining of what a truck can be. To its critics, it's an eyesore, impractical, overwrought, a symbol of Silicon Valley arrogance. Both sides are right. Design critics have called it many things: a dystopian fantasy, a symbol of rugged individualism taken to extremes. The flat panels and sharp angles evoke stealth bombers and battleships. The thick steel suggests a bunker mentality, protecting the occupant from a hostile outside world. Is the Cybertruck a vision of the future or a warning about it? Love it or hate it, the Cybertruck is undeniably a symbol of its time. An electric vehicle built by the world's richest man, designed to look like it belongs in a movie. It's massive, powerful, and controversial, just like the moment we live in. The Cybertruck doesn't just reflect the future of transportation, it reflects us. At the 2019 unveiling, Tesla had one more surprise. An electric ATV, the Cyberquad, drove out of the bed, designed to perfectly fit the Cybertruck's dimensions. It was a glimpse of the ecosystem Tesla imagines, a family of electric vehicles all working together, all powered by the sun. By late 2023, the Cybertruck finally entered production at Tesla's Gigafactory in Texas. The first deliveries happened on November 30th. The line produces slowly at first, then faster. Tesla claims it can eventually make 250,000 Cybertrucks per year. Whether they'll reach that number remains to be seen. But the original promise, a $40,000 Cybertruck, remains unfulfilled. The single-motor version won't arrive until 2025. For now, the Cybertruck is a luxury item, but Tesla promises that eventually, the more affordable version will come. The question is, will anyone still want it by then? But perhaps the Cybertruck's ultimate destination isn't Earth at all. Elon Musk has always been clear. SpaceX exists to make life multiplanetary, and the Cybertruck, with its stainless steel body and rugged design, would look right at home on Mars. It's built for the apocalypse, for the frontier. So, what is the Cybertruck? Is it a masterpiece or a mistake? In a world of cars that all look the same, the Cybertruck dared to be different. It dared to ask, why doesn't the future look like the future? Thank you for watching. Love it or hate it, the Cybertruck is here to stay. Comment below, would you drive one or would you walk away?